Okay, hello. I am just gonna make a YouTube video for this SWOT example. So hello, I am Rachel, and I did my SWOT example on the Bowerbirds. And yes, I told you I went to Dr. Dog last night and I got a cool hat. So I'm wearing it because my house is kind of cold right now. So basically, the Bowerbirds are a five-piece group. Um, three guys and two girls. And the two front men are Phil Moore and Beth Tacular, who are both their boyfriend and girlfriend. And they started the band back in like 2006. Beth and Phil broke up, and then they kind of got back together within the past year or so. And that's basically what their new album, The Clearing, is about. So in terms of the band, I went and saw their website, bowerbirds.org, and the first thing I noticed was they had a documentary up, and it was all about explaining what the album was about. That's how I know about their whole breakup and makeup and everything. And they really just said they wanted to be as beautiful as possible. They wanted people to understand it, they wanted people to listen to it and get the meaning and relate to it and everything. So I thought that was cool because they were pretty much more interested in people getting their music and understanding where they're coming from more so than to just listen to it and to buy it. And I thought that was really great. And on their webpage, they also have all the names of like people who help them, like the general manager, the booking agent, publicity, and they have their direct email. So I thought that was cool. I guess they really want to connect to the fans and anybody else who's like looking for them. So I thought that was really cool. And what else? They list their band email address. I believe that all of this is a strength, showing that I said that they're like the music world's best kept secret right now. Even though they did just play at Johnny Brenda's and I got to see them and they were really cool. I've never seen a band switch instruments that much. Like, there's like even Beth and Phil were like moving all around. Like, they had so many instruments. They had a keyboard and they had a bass and a guitar and a violin and a cello, and they had this weird little keyboard like handheld thing with a tube attached that you blew into, and they had an accordion, and it was crazy. They had all these different instruments, and I thought that was really cool. And like I said, I think they're like the best kept secret, and that can either work for them or against them. So that could be considered a threat, considering how many other bands create such a huge image for themselves. You know, constantly updating their social networks and getting themselves on television, MTV, VH1, the radio also. Whereas this band's pretty simple, but it's expected for a band that they refer to themselves as art folk rock. They do have a Twitter and a Facebook, obviously, but it's all again pretty simple. Like, tweets were like, tour next week, can't wait. They don't really emphasize themselves a lot, or give people more of a bigger justification of why they should go see them. They are really good though. Like, they're playing in the background right now. This is The Clearing, and they just started their tour back on March 17th, and I saw them on March 22nd, which was Thursday. And they even moved to Europe later in April. So I think it's really, people need to know this stuff. They need to know how good this band actually is and how talented they are, because literally each one of them can play all of those instruments magnificently. Um, I think that other bands have the ability to maybe overshadow them, such as like the Civil Wars, or oh my God, what is that other band? That really new popular band? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Like a boy and girl type thing. Um, it's not Mumford and Sons. It's that band that became really popular. I'm sorry that I can't remember the name of this band for the life of me right now. They're on the radio. It's a guy and a girl, and I'm gonna continue looking for it. Mr. Heavily M-O. Okay, I don't know. This is gonna bother me, but I will probably just tell you when I get to class, because hopefully I'll have it figured out by then. Monster something. I don't know. They're popular. I just completely drew a blank. I'm sorry. Anyway, I found them on CMJ when I read their album review for The Clearing, and I thought they sounded cool, so I took an interest. And um, I liked their Tumblr. They call it Olive Hearts, and it shows all their music videos and news and on their music and upcoming album releases and things that they just like their dog Spice, and some other cool pictures that they just think are cool. Um, there was one screenshot of their album streaming on Stereo Gum on their Tumblr, and I thought that was like really great for people who want to hear the new album early, and for people who visit pages like Stereo Gum. Their Facebook page was kind of confusing actually because when I typed in Bowerbirds in the search bar, their old page came up, and you can tell because there are no recent updates on the wall, and there's no photos, and there's no band page link on the side. But when you click on the Facebook link from their actual website, bowerbirds.org, it takes you to the other page, the right page. So they should probably just delete that other one because fans are going to get confused. Um, so their new page has almost 7,000 likes, and they have all their information listed, their bio and everything, their booking agent, hometown. I think they have a decent amount of photo albums also, but I think they have the opportunity to spread their image a lot more by offering more free downloads on their social media sites and their website, as well as Last FM, Reverb Nation, maybe We Are Hunted. And the song In the Yard was a release on the CMG for release of the month, though. And they do have a fan email list, which is great. At the concert, they also had a list that you could sign up for. I definitely think that they need to be interviewing with all sorts of magazines. And at the show, I went up and introduced myself to them, and I was like, "Do you guys know about WXPN?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You guys would be great. Like, you should totally go play free at noon." And they were like, "Oh my god, we would love to." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm gonna talk to someone maybe and maybe see if they can get them in there because I think something like that would be terrific for them. Because it's a free show. Everybody comes to them. Everybody knows about them. They're really awesome. And I think they should definitely have their records sold in a lot of exchange stores around the area. Um, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Their label did a great job updating on all of their artists, and especially for Bowerbirds. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking of Monsters and Men. That's the name of the band that I was thinking of. Okay. Anyway, I'm done ranting. That was me, Rachel Barish, talking about the Bowerbirds. Thank you.